Hello everyone, I'm Göktuğ from Country Product Team, and today I'm going to show you how to test your user's product experience using A/B testing feature. With A/B testing, you can do experiments using remote config by making changes to parameters and testing them to change the behavior and appearance of your app in a variety of ways across each variant. What I mean by this, let me show rather than tell it. In the A/B testing page, there are three tabs: Running, Drafts, and Completed. Once we create an experiment, it will go through these states. So what's an experiment? Using an experiment, we can evaluate multiple variants' performances. Once we complete an experiment, we can decide if we want to roll out the tested scenarios or not. Okay, let's say we want to change the color of a call to action button. Current version is red and we want to see if blue or green works better. And by saying works better, I need to be able to compare them side by side based on something, such as if that color change will result in more button clicks, leading more buy actions. And finally, I want this to be only applied to a certain group of people, like only people using iPhone 7. To summarize, people using iPhone 7 is my target audience. Comparison parameter that I'll use to evaluate different results to see if that works is my goal, and different goal choices are my variants. So now we know what those are, let's create an experiment. Step 1, basics. Give a name and description to our experiment. I'll go with this. Step 2, targeting. As I said, I want to target only iPhone 7 users and maybe a small addition of the country they are in. Another addition is the percentage, which helps me to narrow down the test scope a little more, so let's set that percentage to 50. Step 3, goals. My goal is to understand if the color change leads to more clicks, leading to more buy actions, so I set it here. Step 4, variants. Let's add the color choices of my buttons here. Button color is my parameter, so let's add that, and I'll add different colors as values. Let's click confirm, and we'll save this experiment as a draft. And in order to start an experiment, click on the start button and experiment starts to run for 30 days. We can stop an experiment anytime like we like, or it will stop after 30 days. For the sake of this video, let's skip forward and imagine our experiment is ended. So there are various statistics about your experiment, and these help you to understand and make a decision about whether to roll out a variant or not. The control group we set is called baseline, meaning that it will be a baseline to see if there's a positive or a negative impact on the goals we set. So each variant's performance will be compared with this baseline performance. Let me go over each column in here to help you understand better. Improvement over baseline, the improvement made by this variant compared to the baseline variant. So this is a statistical figure calculated by very complex algorithms. Conversion rate, the conversion rate of this variant. Probability to beat baseline. This is also a statistical figure showing the confidence in the statistical model to beat the baseline. Conversions, the number of conversions happen in this variant. So once we have a winning variant for our goal, we can roll out that variant to all of our users. Even if the experiment doesn't have a clear winner, we can still choose to roll out a variant to all of our users. When the rollout variant button clicked, we will see a new drawer open up where we can choose our variant and roll it out. Once a variant is rolled out, we can also check it in remote config. So that's a very short summary of a very complicated feature that we are proud of, and we are sure that it will help you make better decisions for your product. One final reminder, A/B testing is an enterprise-only plugin and it works closely with the remote config, cohorts, and drill. Please ensure you have these enabled before starting with A/B testing. Well, that's all for A/B testing for now. A/B testing allows you to test your user's product experience and lets you improve it by rolling out the features safely and strategically. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Thanks.